And we're back, guys. Good evening, everyone. Good evening. Welcome back.
Yes.
To another episode.
I felt like I wanted to say good evening in Spanish, but I didn't know the word.
She's been on this Spanish trip, y'all.
Listen, if I learn bilingual, come and get me. I'm telling y'all now.
We are back. I am your host, Ashley D, followed by my co-host, none other than Dr. Storm.
Make sure you use doctor because I worked hard for that, y'all.
My girl. We are back, y'all. We are back, season 2, episode 6. I had to literally check and see what episode we're at, y'all. We just rolling and rolling and rolling. We keeping it going, y'all. I'm so excited for tonight, like as always. Like,
excited?
Oh man, listen. Today was a good. What's today? Tuesday.
Yeah. How do I say that in Spanish?
Lunes, martes.
Oh, okay. So we do bilingual. Okay, I'll let you have it.
Yes, so we are back, guys. We are so excited today. How was your day, Dr. Storm?
Woo! Listen, as we get closer to Christmas break,
yeah,
my babies, they be babying.
They be right there.
Yeah,
they attached.
They losing their minds. And I have to.
You gotta remember.
Hey, like what's
well, we just got back, y'all, from a little break. You know how the kids are. You know, they've been home for a week and they get into things, and that's just the nature of the beast.
Okay. You had a good day?
Today was good. Let me think about it. I actually did some work today. Meetings after meetings already. I'm leaving the job and I'm like, hold on, I got, you know what? Being an entrepreneur is amazing. It's a great feeling.
It is.
It can definitely be overwhelming if you allow it to be.
Self-balance.
Yep.
All of that stuff is much needed when you are an entrepreneur, when
yes.
you are a self-made entrepreneur, when you are a successful entrepreneur.
Yes.
It's a lot of buckets that you have to fill, and most of it,
yeah.
the number one important bucket is yourself.
Absolutely. I agree. I agree. Listen, when I say I realize how we balance and do everything, I'm like in my office, I have like 2 dry erase boards. And I'm like, I got this done, that done. I'm old school. I don't like to use my phone to set calendars and everything. I'm like, nah, I just want to look at the book and I'm
well, the Bible says, write it down and make it plain.
Come on now. Habakkuk 2:2.
If I need to get this project done, I got to talk to God. I don't know how we going to get it done, Lord, but we going to get it done.
We going to get it done. So I that was my day today. I was like getting things accomplished and I was like, okay, I balanced. Yeah. Got little one situated before coming to the studio and boom, we here.
Yeah. Y'all tell us how was y'all Thanksgiving? Did y'all eat?
Listen, how was your Thanksgiving?
I gained 10 pounds.
I did a detox. I was like, Back in the gym the next day, I was determined. I was like, I'm gonna eat my turkey and my ham. Shout out to my trainer.
That's all you had? Turkey and ham?
No, man, I had collard greens, macaroni.
Talk about it.
We had a great time. We spent time with my family in West Palm, and I was like, man, I needed that. Like, especially the holidays. And it's so amazing. It brings us to our conversation we had just this time last year.
Yep.
About how the holidays can make you feel, and you know when you're missing your loved ones. And I'm like, wow, we just talking about this, and now here we are a year later, and we're doing great. It is.
Come on. Thank you.
We're doing great. We're doing some great things, and I'm so excited. So today, guys. Today is a special day. I think about our guests today. Like every time we have guests, I'm like, man, we got some good people out that have crossed my paths in my life, or just I'm still interacting and being just in relationship with. I'm thankful for this couple, y'all, that we have today. Like this couple, I have watched from like probably day one. I want to say from day one up to now, and I'm just like I'm in awe of everything about them. I'm like, I thought when we had the conversation, I was like, man, how long have I known Reggie?
I think it was like Pampers, elementary, middle, high. It's one of those relationships that you're like, hey, bro, like, you know my secrets, I know yours.
Like for real.
That's our past life, and I'm happy you're here.
Yeah, man.
And I think that what stood out to me the most is the growth that you both have seen amongst each other, and
it's true.
Being able to just to be a witness, a part of each other's journey.
I think that's
a beautiful thing when you have people that is able to see, you know, Ashley Williams, and then grow up into Ashley D. Williams.
Come on now.
And be proud of your success. So I believe this is going to be an amazing conversation with these two amazing individuals.
And let me tell you, I will say, when I'm thinking, I was sitting there yesterday and I was thinking about the journey. when I first met Reggie. Y'all, that's Pastor Cross. But forgive me, Pastor, that, we family. So
it's Pastor when it needs to be.
That part.
It's Reggie when it needs to be.
That part. So I'm like, I remember just being a little kid, staying in Parkway. We stayed right down the street. His grandmama stayed down the street. So we're going to talk about that a little bit too.
Wait, so this across the Parkway?
Okay. So I am amazed at this couple, Pastor Cross and his amazing wife, who has become like my sister, cousin. We use it interchangeably like all the time.
Sound like you blood.
I literally am. I just don't get a chance to go to the family dinners. That's okay though. But I want to introduce my family, Pastor Reggie Cross and Minister Shakayl Cross. Come on, y'all. Come to the forefront. Hold on. There we go. There they go. Hi, family.
What's going on?
What's up?
Look at all beautiful.
How y'all doing?
Y'all are amazing. Look at y'all.
You too. Y'all too.
You too. The platform, just everything.
Doctor, first of all. Doctor Storm, how you doing?
You heard, right?
Respect on
All
your
right.
name.
We don't want to mess up, catch a fade real quick. So.
Real quick.
I tell my students all the time, don't take me back to my roots, because I did the hard way. She did.
She did. Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah, and that's the crazy part, because they were on the y'all on opposite side.
By the school, Parkway.
They're by the school, but remember we were on the opposite side.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
The good side. We was on the good side.
We was on the good side.
See, what happened was,
I feel you.
You're not going to Broward State to Parkway, because my family went to, all my cousins went to Parkway in Broward State, and then went to Dillard, and I just had to be, the one that did not go.
Yeah.
But I'm still from.
She from Parkway.
That's real.
I don't know nothing about that life. I'm a lot of their manners.
See, I was fortunate, so it was initially Parkway, and then I was raised in the manor, so I got both sides.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's just a pleasure to just actually meet you both. One of the things that I love about this amazing love that you guys have, that I know that we're going to talk about, is the different hats that you wear as a couple.
Yeah.
And to see the sustainability of you two from, I'll let you tell the story, but from that age all the way up to now, and just to see what God is doing in both of your lives. I'm just ready to take good nuggets. I'm a writer.
She does.
And I got
she got her paper ready.
And I'm ready. So I need you to drop. Come on. Let's talk about all these gems, right?
Right.
I feel like I'm going to church on Sunday, Monday, Tuesday,
Wednesday,
Thursday. And then treat me like I'm outside the church as well.
Red day.
Listen. I forgot, Shakayl. We cheered together and everything.
We did. I'm like, this shit, it's okay. You and Reggie go way back though. But we did.
For real. Shakayl and I cheered together. Let me tell you, I just love them so much. And just seeing you guys from the beginning of time and to where you're at now, I'm just like,
that y'all making it. That's what's amazing to me. And that's one of the things that we talked about, is that the sustainability of seeing you two together. And you doing things together, growing together, businesses together. I'm ready.
Tell us about it. Reg, tell us about the interest of Miss Shakayl. Like, what was it about her?
Well, first of all, it's an honor to meet you, Miss Storm, Dr. Storm, and Cheesy, my beautiful sister, man. So proud of you. The vision that you have for women is needed.
Yes.
And also the things that you ladies discuss, it can also help us fellas as well.
That's right. Yes.
So, but yeah, man, this my beautiful queen here, man. We were in high school, right? Yep. And Cheesy, and Dr. Storm, I was going through this phase of, let me tell you, I wanted somebody quiet. I didn't want a loud girl. I didn't want no ratchet girl. I would say, you know what? I want somebody that's calm, cool, and collected.
That's good.
I say calm, cool, and collected, but she gave me a run for my money. She gave me a run for my money. But you know, and we were actually in the same class, Miss Gatewood class. Miss Gatewood.
What?
So
I remember
that's a whole nother story.
yes, Miss Gatewood. And she would allow us to sit our desks next to each other.
Literally.
Oh, come
Yes,
on, Gatewood.
man.
I would come in class and he would already have our desks pushed together every single day. And she
my
was
kind of,
she condoned the foolishness.
my kind of man.
Yes, man. So cheesy, man. I'm gonna tell you, Storm, I would make a paper ring.
Oh yeah.
They just hit me. I would make a paper ring and tell her, I'm gonna marry you one day. I'm gonna marry you one day. I'm gonna marry you one day. Both of us in the church, so everything was just so appealing and everything just gelled together. You know what I mean? During that time, so that was what 20
almost 20 years ago. But do you remember the poem "She Changed"?
Oh,
so
yes.
Every day in Miss Gatewood class, we would do like a warm up writing. She was an English teacher, and I don't know. I guess I was playing hard to get.
She was acting funny. She was acting funny.
I was still trying to fill him out because he was a football player. I was a cheerleader, but I was quiet. I was like low key. So he was like this super social person, and I'm more introverted. So just trying to figure him out still. I just didn't know with him. And one day he wrote this poem about me, and everybody knows about me. It wasn't a good poem, sis. it was. She's
our hot Storm, Miss Dr. Storm. Our hot.
You see, I'm about to get up out my seat now because
I know, but listen,
it was called "She Changed," and I'm like,
and I forgot about that, and I was flowing too, y'all. I was flowing too, because I mean we would be talking and stuff, and you know, then sometimes she'll just get real reserved, and I get it now. You know, you don't want to open up so soon, this and that, but I said, you know what,
baby steps.
I'm gonna write my poem about her, and it was so funny, man. It was funny.
You know what that reminds me of? Love Jones.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
When he first
the makeup, the breakups,
man.
Oh Lord.
I ain't gonna tell you what my favorite part of the poem was.
Oh man.
That's what that reminds me of, but that's amazing.
Yeah.
So what was the poem about? You say she changed.
It was messy. It was very messy. It was just him like saying he was trying to be comical, but everybody was talking about me. So he was just throwing shots.
I wasn't disrespectful.
No, he wasn't disrespectful.
I wasn't disrespectful.
No. He was throwing shots.
Yeah, man. She hurt my feelings. She hurt my feelings, man. Because you know what? I can count from now until from then to now. I can count all my girlfriends I've ever had on one hand. So from elementary to now. So I'm like, if I really like somebody, I'm with them. I'm trying to, you know, I'm giving her attention. I'm talking to her. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And this Negro gives me the cold shoulder. I say, you know what, Miss Gatewood, I'm gonna write something.
I'm gonna write something.
And I took advantage of it. And then after
that, he started acting funny towards me, and then I didn't like it. So we had to have a conversation.
So did it get your attention?
It did because I was like,
because you know us women, we weird like that, you know.
Yeah, it was weird. It was weird like that. So it was like
I will only say that one time.
That's it.
Well, I love it. We receive it. Receive it. The fellas receive it.
Bro, I'm cracking up.
Something like that later on.
But it caught y'all attention, and I love that. First of all, I love the fact that you spoke that she was going to be your wife.
Yep.
And then you made the ring.
Come on.
So it's like you manifested everything that you was saying, and then she had to let you know she wasn't the one to play with. Because you had to write the poem.
Right.
Okay.
When you say period, like your eyes got big.
We can't be playing with. Can't be playing with.
Because you know what I always say, Reggie.
Yes.
It takes a man to raise a woman. If men rise up, because it's a lot of women.
Right.
Men rise up and set the tone for women.
That's right.
It's an amazing thing because unfortunately, we are emotional beings and we do move our emotions. Yeah. But at the end of the day, you got a beautiful woman like your wife that knows what she wants to know who she is or whom she belongs to.
Right.
You gotta have to write a good poem about that.
Right. and since you know what, I heard Steve Harvey say this, man, and it's so true. A man would change for the right woman. I don't care what he got going on.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying? Now, a man still gonna be a man. You know that don't validate. You know, you're going out there sleeping and all that other stuff, or tricking and stuff. But you see a woman, a pretty woman, you're gonna be like, wow, she look good. But when you realize what you have and what you invested in, you know what I mean, and not because you just married, you got kids, but you really love this person. You know what I'm saying? You'll do what you need to do to, you know, level up. Because men, we grew up from boys to men playing games, football games, basketball games, video games. So we always had that game mindset.
Oh, I didn't think about that.
You know what I'm saying? So when it's time to really adjust, that's why the women always matured faster than us men. You know what I'm saying? Even though y'all are emotional, God knows y'all emotional. Oh my God. Emotional beings.
Blake Tyson, if you need help.
Emotional beings, but man, we were like, man, and if we're not focused and we still programmed to the games and stuff, man, we'll be playing for the rest of our life. You know what I mean?
Oh, it's so true.
Yeah, man, for sure.
I like that one, Reggie. That was good. I never thought about that.
I never actually thought about, because I know that women, we mature a lot faster than men. But you know, when you think of a man, they're teaching you all to be strong individuals. And us women, I believe that, you know, when they say the independent Black woman, it's amazing. But at the same time, I do believe that, you know, we need relationships. We need our men. I ain't trying to be independent, honey. I want to be in my soft.
That's right, sis. That's right.
That's how I
want to sit back and be a queen. That's it.
And you know what, Dr. Storm, you said something real good. You mentioned something about women and not having like that male figure in your life. You was like talking about my life. I felt like I had to learn a lot in this relationship. Because I didn't have a lot of strong male figures around me. I didn't grow up with my biological father. I didn't grow up with like a father figure. So having to learn how to allow a man to be a man in the relationship. A lot of dominant women in my family. We run in the family right now. So it was a lot that I had to learn in a relationship, you know, to navigate, because I wasn't used to it. I wasn't used to a male presence. So it's like, what you say? You talking to me like what? Like, you know, so
and for Reggie, you were raised around your dad, right?
Yes.
So you had that role model to kind of give you that advice and guidance, right?
Yeah. See, my dad, I love him to death, but my dad was a provider. But you know, you can't have both. When it comes to a certain profession. My dad played pro ball and he played overseas ball. So we had the money, and from almost about 2 to about like 8 or 7, I was traveling overseas and, you know, different countries and stuff like that. So my dad had the funds, but I miss his presence. You know what I'm saying? So he was there, but he wasn't there, you know what I mean? Because he had to do this and do that, and as time progressed, you know, my dad have a life too, so it's a lot of little its and bits and stuff like that. But my dad taught me a lot, and it was something that struck in me, y'all, that I told myself, I want to be the man that I didn't have growing up. You know what I'm saying? And one thing about my father, he always told me this. He say, son, you are a better man than me. You're right now. And I was he still say that to this day, even as 18 years old, 19 years old, like, son, man, you're a better man than me now. I'm like, Dad, you were this NBA star, ranked in Broward County, you know, you had millions of dollars several times, but just the fact that you make time for your kids, you make time for, see, my dad was a great dad, but he's a better granddad now. He love on the grandboys. Of course, he want to get them more and stuff like that. But you know what I'm saying? You know, you live and you learn. And I had that mindset at an early age, y'all. And I said, you know what? I want to break that cycle. I want to break that cycle, and it takes work. It takes work within yourself to break that cycle. Because men, we can throw a bone over the fence all the time. Hey, here goes some gifts. Here goes some presents. But I need, Dad, I need to see you.
Right.
I need your presence. I need to
physically.
see you here with me.
Right.
You know what I mean? And that's worth more than anything you can ever purchase for a child.
Yeah, Reggie, I agree. One of the things that I said, I saw my mom work hard.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's probably the main reason why I go harder.
Listen.
And but she was always present at football games, basketball games. And I'm an athlete
All day.
and I did not start playing until my mom made it inside of that gym.
Wow.
Yep.
Yeah.
I remember her being sick as a dog one day, and she covered up from head to toe, and she was sitting in that bleacher stand. So
that's
when
what
you
it's all
said,
about.
oh yeah, it amounts
being
to
present.
even in my
It makes the
adulthood.
difference.
Yeah.
I tell my mom all the time, hey, just when I see you, I could be Dr. Storm.
Right.
Versus it makes a difference.
And I think a lot of our parents didn't really understand that. It was they had to work, they had to be strong, they had to do what they had to do.
Yeah.
I feel like our generation is so strong and we're so tough because we had to be. We didn't have a choice.
Yeah.
I don't recall like my mom being able to show up to a lot of like my award ceremonies.
Yes.
I was always active, shy, very reserved, very introverted, but I was always into something. I was a dancer. I was on the step team. I was a cheerleader. Like, and my mom couldn't make it to a lot of that stuff, and it bothered me inwardly. And I never knew how to express that. But now, and you know, I grew like bitter in certain areas at certain times. But as I got older, I had to forgive my mom because she was doing the best she knew how to do.
Right.
That's
and
right.
when you grow and you mature in those areas, you understand that a person can only give you what they have.
Right.
You know, I can only teach you what I know. So I had to give my mom grace and apologize to my mom. Yes, it hurt me, but it made me strong. And now we're the parents that, you know, we just want to be for our kids what we needed.
Right.
That's right.
The best of our ability.
Yeah.
So we make football games. We make the practices, everything. I can recall him coming with his apron on, coaching Reggie when he was playing soccer, coaching Reggie when he was playing basketball. But those are the parents that, you know, we want our kids to know what that feels like.
Doing a great job too.
You better speak life into her, Reggie. I just love it.
Yeah.
I think that's what's our generation, what a lot of us are doing now. We're trying to make sure whatever our parents missed out on, we want to be present for our children or just our family members in general. And that really is what resonates with me and why I'm like, they say, Ashley, you're busy. I'm like, but I'm still first in my kids' lives, trying to be present. I'm gonna balance everything.
Like,
and I don't even let the people.
Yeah, you're doing such a good job.
I say I'm not busy. We're productive.
Right.
There you go.
We're not busy. We're productive. We're doing things that matter.
Yeah. That's it. And that's the key. That's what Commissioner stated too. She said, I said, Commissioner, you always did. She said, I'm productive.
Yeah.
Right. Like, yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
I'm gonna use that going forward for sure. So we're talking about the family business, y'all. Let's get to it. Like, we got some good things to talk about. We already starting off amazing. Like,
yes.
I just listen. Y'all, what I love most about you guys is that you guys balance each other out. I think it's so important in a relationship to have you guys are equal in every aspect. Every time I see you guys, when I'm talking to you guys, I'm like, man, can I just like
we try
touch on it on y'all garment a little bit?
Thank you.
To see how you guys have grown and flourished as a couple. I mean, I want you guys to tell us a little bit about the journey, just what makes a marriage become so strong to balancing the family businesses. Yes. The things that you guys are doing in your own separate lives.
Right.
I believe you have to be a team. People said for years, 50-50. It's 100-100.
Yeah. I agree.
I'm giving you everything. You give me your all so we can balance this thing out and make it work. And that's how you're going to get by. Like some days I'm not able to cook because I have school, because I have work, because I have to run to the store. So my husband will get that done, you know. We'll flip roles sometimes because we just have to do what needs to be done.
That's good.
Teamwork, definitely. That's why we call ourselves Team Cross.
Definitely teamwork, man. And for our viewers, man, if you have an ounce of selfishness in you, man, do not even seek to be married.
I agree.
You have to. Now, I believe that sometimes we give out pieces of ourselves that we should have kept for ourselves.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Just to keep a balance for me. I can't give her nothing that I don't have. I'm dizzy. I'm discombobulated. I'm rough. So there are times where I would just have to come home and just relax. Ain't no food cooked, but it was just one of those days. You know what I mean? But on the flip side, you got to remove yourself out of the way. You got to think about your wife. You got to think about your husband and your 2 kids. Like, for instance, tonight, she was class work, busy day, came home, cooked dinner, got the boys. Now we're live. But there were times when I would come home and my wife cleaning out my truck. I'm talking my truck dirty. I'm talking about dirty, y'all. My work truck. So it can't be, this is a man's job or it's a woman's job.
That's right. I mean?
Yes.
The trash need to be taken out and your husband out there working, just take the trash out. Don't wait till, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You can't be selfish. Communication. Yeah. Learning the posture and the body language of your significant other.
Oh, definitely.
Sometimes, if she's quiet, that necessarily means she got an attitude.
Did something right.
You know what I'm saying? Oh, I did something wrong. Man, we like to fix stuff. Did I do something? Did I say something wrong? Right. And that was our struggle.
Yes.
Early years.
Okay.
Hey, what's the problem? We just had dinner. What's the problem?
Because y'all
always walk around with an attitude.
Golly, we just had a good day.
I'll shut down. I'll get quiet. I just get in the mode, and it has nothing to do with anybody. It's just I need to self-reflect. I need to evaluate. I need to get my thoughts together because I can't pour from an empty cup. So sometimes I have to tell my kids, give mommy 5 minutes.
That's good.
So I can get myself together because I don't want to take out my frustration on you. I don't want to bring work home and whatever I went through. Dealt with throughout the day. So, give me 5 minutes and then, let me regroup and come back. Come back to it. But definitely knowing your spouse, knowing your partner, learning them. That was one of our biggest things because of our personality types. Again, introverted, more so quiet. And I would just get in my little spell, and it wasn't because anything was wrong. It was because I just wanted quiet time. I just wanted to read. I just wanted to sit and digress. And that was it. So once he learned that, it's like, okay, give me a hug, give me a kiss. All right, baby, I'm gonna go in the room and lay down. And I'm like, okay. See,
but I learned that through communication.
Oh yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? Now, men, we're not mind readers. Neither are you ladies.
Come on, go ahead and speak for the men, Mr.
I said we can't read your mind. So if you express to me, hey, baby, look, I'm feeling such, I'm gonna be in here. I love you, bum. Now, if you got a solid brother, he already get the picture. You know what I'm saying? Okay, well, my baby had a rough day. Just give us some time. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes, if a person's not really for you, man, they'll capitalize off that. They'll use that as reverse psychology to go out and do what they want to do. And you know what I'm saying? Start, ignite a fire. Oh, this and that. But man, at the end of the day and the beginning, you have to know who's your person. You know what I'm saying? And Cheesy, you know, man, that me and my wife been together almost 20 years. We've been married 12 going on 13. Dr. Storm. From year 5, from year 4, year 5, there wasn't a year that we didn't contemplate divorce. We didn't discuss it.
Yes, that's the first 5 years.
We are stronger now than we have ever been. Ever been. And one thing about Cheesy, she know me and she grown to know my wife as a sister. And she will call, she say, well, I know you, boy. It's something different. It's something different about you. What's going on? And you can't lie. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all.
I'm like, she really know me, so let me just go ahead and just talk to her.
Let me talk about it.
I talked to her about an hour at Home Depot. She's like, Reg, you can't do that. Reg, you can't. No, Reg, you just gotta give it time. See, me, I don't like to go through that fuzzy gray area stage where, okay, you're not talking, I'm not talking. I'm like this.
That annoys me. because I'm like, let's just hash it out. Let's get over it. I'm one of those people. I say what I want to say, and once I say it, no matter how harsh it is, that's it. Like, I'm done with it. Let's move on.
Yeah.
That's me.
Time out, y'all. Time out.
I got to say, because you're doing very well.
Yes.
And you dropping these gems for the men.
Yeah.
But you said a mouthful, especially knowing your wife.
Yes.
Communicating, paying attention, not utilizing or capitalizing that something may be wrong, that something not may be wrong to go in the streets.
Yeah.
And that's the big, because as a woman, when we know our man has our back, it's a difference when you get a Dr. Storm that my man good. But if I gotta look at you strange, we gonna have a problem.
I lost.
And I say all the time,
we gonna have a problem. Doctor, I hear you. Jesus, man, I hear y'all, man. But yeah, man.
I'm just kidding.
You gotta know, man. You gotta know your significant other. You gotta know them.
Oh my gosh, I want to know, y'all. I want to know.
Mm-hmm.
I've watched you guys, like I always say. I want to know, what was the turning point to get you guys to where you're at? Like, what occurred? Like, I've literally watched you guys like evolve and like just blossom into this beautiful couple, like a power couple. You know, I hate saying power couple, but I see it. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. To where you're powerful in the ministry, you're powerful on a whole other level. To where I'm like, I gotta learn from my family. Like, what's the you know? Was it, Reggie? Would you say everything with the church in terms of grandfather passing things down and then really letting you guys see, hey, we need y'all to do this, this, and this? You know, what was it? Would you say?
Okay.
That was a turning point.
First of all, that's a beautiful and great question. But I'm gonna be real.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna be real. This is a safe place, and
talk about it, Reggie. You say.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm proud of me and my wife from this aspect. We're not trying to be leaders that's unhappily married.
Yes.
I'm not staying with you because I want to be a pastor.
Right.
No, I'm gonna go your way. You go be successful. I'll go my way. I'll be successful. Yeah. So the turning point, and it's so funny that you asked that. We can't even put a finger on where the turning point took place. Yep. All I can say is that when we got deeper in God, when we realized the importance of marriage and the vows that we took, I couldn't be so easily to say, let's get a divorce. That was me. Hey, listen, I ain't, I love you. And knowing deep down inside, I don't want to leave.
That sounds like a
you know what, man? Let's be done. But the moment that we realize who God is and the plan for our lives, because I'm a firm believer, y'all, that you can't know who you are until you fully know who God is.
That's right.
It's impossible for you to know who you are and who you are until you come to the aspect of knowing God for who He is. And when we both develop a consistent prayer life, a study habit as to reading the Word, I stopped looking at my wife's flaws and I started highlighting her contributions. Her. That's
good.
And it ain't got nothing to do with her being beautiful and all these years she still turned me on. I'm still attracted to her. Yes. It's something that God has put in her that I believe that I wouldn't find in another woman.
Come on.
So I would have to focus on that, even when the 80% that's good and the 20% start to look bigger than the 80%. You know what I'm saying? I can't focus on her attitude or how she snapped at me. You really got to look at things with the spiritual eye, because everything is spiritual. Anything that's beautiful as y'all are, anything that's beautiful, man, the enemy hovers around it.
Yes, that's right.
He's looking to highlight something, to discourage, to kill, to suffocate, to tear apart. And God said in His Word, He honors marriage. So anything that God honors, He gonna try to kill it. You know what I mean? So we had to really come to a consensus separately that you know what? I love this woman. I love this man.
Right.
And I'm going to get me together spiritually.
Yes.
I'm going to get together, locked in with God, and he'll direct our path from there.
And learning how the enemy works, learning his tactics. It was the same kind of stuff all the time. And I feel like once we said, you know what, we always end up coming back together.
Mm-hmm.
That's good.
Together, it's always a good, we feel good. It's a great thing. And we owe it to our kids.
Mm-hmm.
And it's something that we feel like it's important for more Black households and kids all over to grow up with both of their parents. Yeah. So, you know, putting God first, understanding how the enemy comes to steal, kill, and destroy. He wants to destroy families. He's been doing that since the beginning of time. Mm-hmm. So just staying prayerful and just being on one accord. Yeah. Communicating for sure.
Yeah.
Definitely. Yeah.
I think being friends is important. Yeah. Being able to, I think one of the best advice that I have received from a married couple was we're friends first. Yeah. And when we have to have those tough conversations, I'm not coming to my wife, I'm coming to my friend. Mm-hmm. And I need my friend, my husband, you know, to be able to listen to me, even if they don't agree, but you don't judge me. Right. So I'd rather come tell my friend my flaws. We work on these flaws. And then we could communicate and build from there versus going on the outside. Because, of course, everything is spiritual. But sometimes it's hard to see God when you're in the midst of a storm.
For sure. For sure.
Because, you know, that flesh will rise up.
Flesh start rising up.
Start telling you who you think you're talking to. Yeah. But, you know, I applaud you all for knowing and recognizing the enemy and knowing the tactics. And even when he feel like you guys have mastered knowing how he's coming, of course he try to come a different way. Yeah. But because you're grounded in the word first, and then you know how to come together as friends, as husband and wife, and it's you two, and it's not you two in the world. Right. That's important.
Right.
Yes.
All right, preacher.
Okay. Yeah.
That's minister.
Hey, I gotta get her run a 20-night revival at the church. Huh?
We got you. We got you, cuz.
I'm passionate about marriage because it's one of those things that is not there. Yeah. And I believe that when we talk about marriage, is one of those, my grandmother, they was together forever. Yeah. This generation, we have no sense of urgency when it comes to marriage. But if you think about it, the Bible loves relationships, 2 or more. Yeah. And the enemy is killing off our marriages. Yeah. And especially at a young age.
It's like they make marriage look seem like it's a joke.
Yeah.
Like we just gonna keep
a piece of paper. Like
we married for 2 years. I'm married again.
People ready for the wedding, image. But they're not ready for the marriage. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's definitely the image. They don't really want to put the time in.
Yeah. It's a full-time job.
It's a full-time job.
It is. One thing that I love that you guys kind of touched on is about recognizing the plan. Yes. You know, when you recognize the plan and the purpose that God has for your life, and especially within your marriage, I think that allows you to just stick together and making sure that you both are on one accord. Right. I ain't never been married. Pray to God one day I'll make it there. Yeah.
From your lips to
walk down the aisle.
One day. One day, y'all.
Right. Manifest something.
Yes, I just feel like once you figure out your purpose, I think it just allows you guys to continue to thrive and moving forward with everything that you guys are doing.
Yes.
And that is what I've recognized. I feel like that was the biggest thing is that you guys, like, hold on, we married. We ain't no end in this.
Yes.
You see the bigger picture. You begin to see the bigger picture, like, okay, this is worth fighting for. And
right.
It's definitely worth fighting for.
Oh, yeah.
You I believe that you guys found the value of two amazing people. It's one thing to have children, but it's another thing when you can value that individual. I always say, listen, it may be days that I may not like you, but I respect you. Yeah. And as long as I can respect you, that would take us a long way. Right. Because no matter what you do, I respect that man. That man take care of this household. He take care of me as a wife. He take care of his kids. Right. I gotta respect him.
Yeah.
Right.
Definitely.
I see.
That's what we made survival
for. Questions.
Taylor Johnson wants to know, hello, can we ask questions? Absolutely. They're
Taylor.
like popping up.
Shout out to Taylor. What's up, baby?
So,
Hey,
Reggie, I want to touch on something. So I remember, Reggie, when we were little, we were in like elementary school. And I remember looking at you and I was like, he's just so unique. Mm-hmm. He's so different. And I'm going to be honest, I knew you were going to become a pastor, but I couldn't say
everybody said the same thing.
Listen, I knew this I was in elementary, I think when my mom passed or something like that. And it was just, he would always check on me. You okay? He was always that kid. You all right? Like, type thing. Guy. Like, seriously, he was like that. So now that you guys have now transitioned really completely into ministry, how has that feeling been? Because I know how I feel when we're doing Encouraging Woman and just the journey and preparing, like we were talking about yesterday. How has that been for you guys? Especially, I know, Shakayl, you're doing your thing.
Thank you.
Minister. Yes. How has that transition been like in terms of the acceptance of it? I know for me it's like an uncomfortable but good feeling. Like I go places, I'm like, oh, I don't want to be here. It's making me uncomfortable. It really bothers me.
That's how you know. Sorry to cut you off. That's how you know it's real.
Yeah.
That's how you know the calling on your life.
She is Ashley D, don't let her fool y'all. She was my keynote speaker for my school's second annual fundraiser. Reggie, I had to look, and I'm like,
I got her. I got both of y'all. But go ahead.
Because I was confused the way this was coming from.
Wow.
I know it's pray, like we believe in God, but to get on that stand and that podium and start preaching,
yeah.
I was almost about to ask for the collection plate. Hold on, wait.
Pass it around.
What's going on here?
Oh man. I just do it, y'all. Yeah. Like I know for a fact God has, calling on my life and everything. And I'm just like, all right, God, I'm just gonna baby step in.
Yeah. And
then as I continue serving in the church, I'm just getting connected with everybody. And then Bishop's like, hey, I'm like, ooh, hold on 1 second, Bishop. Talk about that journey, man. Getting that call, like the process. What is it all about? I want to know.
Walking in it, being in it.
Man, listen. I didn't want to be a pastor.
Wow.
I didn't have that desire to lead a congregation. I'm also a musician, so I played the organ, keyboard.
Yeah. Okay.
I was okay doing that. I was okay gigging here and there, but like how you say, man, when God have a calling on your life, man, it's either you do what he say or you'll be miserable for the rest of your life.
The lie is then.
You know what I'm saying? So it was, let me tell you, we was in Central Florida. We were headed to Sanford. Shout out to St. Paul Missionary Baptist Church. Pastor Sammy Edwards, awesome people, Lady Edwards, great group of people, our family. We were headed there. And I just tears began to roll down my face, man. My wife grabbed my hand. And she said, "You all right?" And I told her, I say,
"I'm about to cry."
Oh, well, listen to me. I say, we're not gonna be here soon. We're not gonna be here for long. And she didn't go back and forth with me. She was like, okay, that following week, I was already like a minister of music, so I would get the privilege of speaking every now and then. I was a youth pastor at St. Paul. I learned a lot from there, a lot from my spiritual father, Bostic at Apostolic Christian Faith Center at the time. But at that time when I got called to be a pastor, God was preparing my heart for transition. I'm going to be a minister of music. And the Holy Spirit has spoken to me. He said, "You're not going to be up here for long."
Right.
We was on our way to, we took the first time homeowners program. Yep. There's a lot of things that were popping in Central Florida, man.
Right.
And that following week, I kid you not, my grandfather, Bishop Ivory Jones, these are his words. And I get chills when I say it.
Reggie.
He say, "You know why I'm calling."
Wow.
You know why I'm calling.
Yeah.
Are you trying to choke me or get me teary-eyed? He say, "You know why I'm calling."
Yeah.
and you are equipped for it, you will be my successor of being a pastor. And all I can do is just drop my head and say, well, digest it. Call me, you can talk. And I already knew then that the mantle was there, the call was there. So I couldn't run from it no more. Even as a child, how you say, and I just knew you was going. Everybody say that. I've always had the privilege of drawing people. You know what I'm saying? Drawing people. I always was friends with people. But man, when we came into that office of pastor, let me tell you something. If you're not called to be a pastor, man, if you're not called to lead God's people, I want to tell you, man, people need to stop playing.
What?
You understand what I'm saying?
That's something,
man, that is like playing Russian roulette with your life.
What?
You know what I mean? So I didn't want to be a pastor. I couldn't hide from it. I couldn't run from it. So walking in that office, a lot of sacrifices has to be made. It's no longer just me, my wife, and my kids. Now I'm a spiritual father to a few people now, and they are older than me. They're mothers, they're fathers. You know what I mean? They look to me to feed them. They look to my wife to nurture them. So it's a lot of sacrificing that has to take place. But if you're not equipped for it, you will find yourself losing yourself.
That's right.
As opposed to being replenished to, like my wife say, you can't pour from an empty cup. I can't give you something I ain't got. So I don't have the Holy Spirit, the Holy Ghost leading me as to what to do with you and how to lead you. It's going to be a hit or miss. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of sacrifices that got to take place with your walk with Christ, and as well as being a leader in general.
And you can't. One thing I always say about when you're walking with Christ, you can't play around with it.
No, man. No, man. No, Storm. No. It's like nowadays you can be a deacon today, and tomorrow you can be a pastor.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
It's almost like changing your drawers. If I can is it okay?
Yeah. I'm serious, man. I'm serious.
Okay.
And that's how it is. And you'll know them by their fruit. That's the word.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all fruit displaying that y'all really called to do this.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Storm, I don't know you. It's my first time really meeting you. Mm-hmm. But the stuff that you went through in your life, previously before you met Cheesy, before we met you, somebody would have lost their mind and committed suicide with the stuff that you overcame.
Oh, yeah.
So now you're at a place now, you took your wounds you took your wounds and you converted to a testimony and say, you know what? I can use what I went through to encourage other women.
Come on now.
Your fruit is displaying. It's something about Storm. It's something about Ashley that I want to listen to. I want to hear what they got to say. Your fruit is luring, is nurturing. You got some. I'm called to do this and called to do that, but who you feeding?
I always say your pain produced your purpose.
Come on now.
Yeah, man.
My pain bought the best. The things I'm standing on today.
Yeah. All right.
I tell people, a couple of years ago, I didn't know how I was able to maintain. I remember crying out to God and saying, hey, listen, stop picking on me. Because I'm tired of it. And that's how we talk.
Yeah.
And I had to be real with myself. And I say, you know what, God, I surrender. Because I'm tired of doing this Storm's way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And this is what you're calling me to do. Guess what? I just got this surrender. I don't like it. To be honest. But this is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
So that's good. I believe that. How do you guys stay true to yourself as pastor, as your titles in so many different areas? Because when you come home, your mommy, your wife, you have this congregation that looks up to you. You have businesses because one person told me that when you're in business, you have no heart. You're not supposed to have a heart in business. And I had to say, well, no, I can't lose my integrity.
Gotta be.
I not for $1.
Nah. We're not doing that.
So how do you guys stay on, not necessarily say the right track, but you true and you authentic to what we see, to where when stuff is going on, it's like, baby, this is who we is.
Right.
We walk it, we talk it, and this is who he is.
Yeah.
I would say just by being transparent.
Yeah.
That's one thing that we're really big on in ministry. We're very transparent with our people. We're not those leaders that you can't touch. We're not those leaders that you can't call, and we won't be there. like we have this family environment
Yes,
in our church, and I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful thing. Sometimes people feel like when you're in leadership position, when you're in ministry, that you don't bleed red blood just like everybody else. Like you don't have emotions just like everybody else, that you don't have bad days like everybody else. I'll be telling a bold-faced lie if I said that I don't have days where I feel like blah. I have to go in my war room and really get myself together. But just being transparent, and being led by the Holy Spirit is important as well.
So for me, it's just you got to have a balance, man.
Yeah.
You have to balance. Yes, I'm a pastor and I have to feed my sheep, but I'm also a husband. I got to set some time out for my wife. Now, listen, I'm a pastor and I love everybody, all of my congregation, and they know that. But my first ministry is this beautiful woman in my
talk about it.
So I have to make sure the home front is straight first. The word of God talks. How could you leave my house and your house jacked up? You ain't even doing what you trying to die with something that I died for already. You better take care of your wife.
That's your first ministry.
You know what I'm saying? So as men, we got to realize and wives, okay, my husband is my pastor, but he's my husband. That's an office in itself. A wife is an office. A husband is an office. And that's our first priority. Now, when I ain't in church, you best believe I'm gonna go watch some football. I'm gonna go, chill out. Oh man, you still gotta live.
We're human. We still travel. Look at you like you just people and you don't do anything. Like, we still live. We still laugh. We crack jokes.
My grandfather, and I love him to death, and I'm so glad that he opened up to me about this.
What he say?
When he became a leader, he didn't go to the movies,
the beach.
He didn't go to the beach.
Wow.
In certain places he didn't even go because he felt like he had to exclude himself from the outside world. You know what I mean? And just be solely focused on church Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Church. I'm not going to church Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then another day of the week and lose. No, you'll go crazy doing that.
God,
yes, man.
For us
you
to
can't
live
do that.
Our life.
You can't do that. Now, when you have your service nights and you have, I don't believe in just missing church and say, you know what, man, I ain't going out.
Right.
No, because even when my body tired, my spirit man say, hey, you know what? Girdle up your loins, man. It's time to ride.
That's
you know
right.
what do. You understand what I'm saying? So that shows what you do when no one is looking. It's so many people that make excuses that say, oh, this bottle cap put a little slit in my finger. I ain't going to church tonight. I'm gonna just stay home.
but they'll go to work though.
Hey, I'm gonna stay home and watch Madlock and Heat of the Night. You know what I mean? I'm like,
I love Madlock. My two shows, Madlock and the Heat of the Night. Golden Girl.
You gotta have a balance, man. You gotta have a balance.
But one thing I will say, I will get off work at 2 a.m. on Sunday morning, and I make it my business to make it to church by 8:30 so I can serve. That's good. Because what I realize is God blessed me with that job.
That's right.
So I have to still continue to do my part
right.
in serving Him. So I make sure I go.
Yeah,
I don't play. I tell my people, I know ain't no excuse. I gotta work at 2 a.m.
Guys, we have a question from the audience.
Yes, Taylor Johnson states relationship questions. People say that there's basically a time frame when we meet someone and want to get married to them.
Right.
As in, you should know if you want to marry someone within a year. What's y'all advice on biblical advice on that? If there is any biblical advice about that?
Well. I wouldn't say it's a biblical advice. You know what? Tay, matter of fact, she's one of our members too. Shout out to her. She's an awesome person, man. Awesome, and she's eager, driven. That's one thing I love about her and her family. But when you are led by God, that's the thing. When you are led by God, the God in you will not make a fool of himself. First of all, he's not gonna make a fool of you. You know what I'm saying? So if I'm a man, when I find a wife, I'm looking to find a wife, and I'm going to receive a good thing. And not only that, I'm going to obtain a favor that I never had until I got married. So the God in me is going to tell me that, you know what? You need to settle down.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and if she's now listen, God not gonna make me marry nobody. That's my choice. You know what I'm saying? He's not gonna make me marry nobody. But when you do get married, there are obligations and rules that we must abide by in doing such. But you know, you will know that person throughout time. Now there are some people who met y'all who met 2 months and married, and they've been married 35 years. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
yeah, I feel like you know, it's either you want
when
to
you know, you
don't
know.
waste nobody's time.
Yeah.
Now I ain't judging anybody, but you know, you in this relationship 3, 4, 5 years, like what we doing now?
What we doing
at this age? What are we doing? Because we know we want to do grown people things, so we want to live right and we want to do the right thing. We got to make grown people. We got to make an executive decision because now we just dragging this thing on, and it's gonna be right.
Blocking that next man from getting his queen.
One of the things I always say,
you want to play.
You know what you know when you know, especially as you said earlier in the podcast, a man know what he wants.
He does.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And we will change for whom he wants.
Correct.
And I believe that as women, we move with so many emotions into these relationships that we pour, but we're over poured into a relationship. So we want this man to marry us, and then when it don't happen, we done lost our golden years. See, a man can produce that any age. They say we got a cap.
Yeah, they do.
On producing, birthing, and all of this good stuff. But when you're talking about marriage, have that conversation up front.
Yeah.
What is the conversation like when we're meeting? It's okay to be tangible to say, hey, well, this is what, I desire.
Yes.
Because in our big grown age, we're not having fun. It's more marriage. You're either going to court me or you're going to leave me alone.
Right. That's real.
Yeah,
that's real.
Because if I want to have a good time, that means that don't question who I'm going to be with outside of you.
Yeah.
Right.
Now, if you're telling me that to seduce myself to just you, that means that we talking a whole nother language.
Mm-hmm.
Right. That's real.
And don't be selfish. Let people know what you want up front.
Oh,
if you're not serious, you're not ready to settle down, and that's what the other person is looking for, don't be selfish.
Right.
Go ahead.
I agree.
Let them know what you're about so they can, do what they need to do. Keep it moving. Yeah.
Pastor, I'm quick. I am that person to say, hey, listen, in my 20s, I could have rocked with you doing this, but I'm almost 40.
Yeah, that's real.
You know what, Taylor, I would tell you to be so intentional about your life because your life depends on it.
Yeah.
The most important decision that you will make in your life is the person that you marry.
Yeah.
That person will either make your life easier or that person will make your life a living hell.
Correct.
And in this life, we don't get do-overs.
Right.
I would never be 21 again. I don't care how I look on the outside. I would just never be 21 again.
Yeah.
And if you think about it, the Bible does tell you to number your days. So if we're going to go biblical, and the Bible tells us to number our days, why would you not be intentional about who you decide to marry or who you decide to say, you know what, I want to give this person my time?
Mm-hmm.
Because time is unchangeable.
Yeah.
We don't get these moments back.
No.
So I would tell you to be intentional. And everybody for themselves. As you say, if you decide to have a good time, but know what you're doing.
Absolutely.
Right.
Absolutely. I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. Listen,
it was good.
I love this conversation. Listen, we got so many people commenting, y'all. they showing y'all love, y'all. Y'all enjoy this conversation. Listen,
those are our members, man.
Say it louder for the people in the back. I said whoop whoop. And Shakayl says absolutely. And you are still a man. People really have to understand that. It's so true.
And I love men. Let me tell you, Reggie, I love our black men. I stand behind my black men because I feel as though you all don't get the credit that you deserve. I feel as though when it comes to our men, we feel like they're robots and they're not. Right. And you all make it a man in a household that's present. I believe fathers are three things. They either absent, there but not present, or they either dead or in jail.
Yeah.
And when you are a man that not only provide for your family, but you're there for your children, and you are the flock for your congregation, it takes a lot. So you have a lot of crosses that you carry outside of just being a man for your household.
Yeah.
And I value what you two have. I just believe that this is many platforms that you guys are untouching, and nationwide, you continue to be that example for what we need. Because you all let us know it's possible.
Yeah, it definitely is.
I've known him almost 20 years, and what you see is what you get.
Yeah.
He is everything. I would not trade my husband for nothing and nobody.
Yes, you bet not.
He provides. He does everything. He know me in and now. I mean, where I'm going.
Listen, I
Also, father. I love
Savannah.
interacting with our kids too. I love to see him interacting with our boys. Like it's a beautiful.
I love it.
Present. Yeah.
I love that. Shakayl, I want you to tell us about your book though. Before we get ready to wrap up, we gotta talk about it a little bit. Tell us about the book that you wrote and all about it, how they can order. Okay. We got comments.
So I did post some up in the back.
Yeah.
I tried to get the setup going, but the lighting
is so cute. I love it.
It won't let me be great, but it's okay.
It's okay.
Poise Not Poison. It's a 30-day inspirational book for women and girls.
Okay.
And it was just inspired by my own life's experiences, dealing with low self-esteem, confidence issues, identity, just so many things that we go through as women. Maybe not everybody, but I was one. And just working and having conversations with other women and feeling like, wow, there was a point in my life where I thought I was the only woman that felt like this.
Yeah.
I thought I was on an island all by myself and that nobody else will understand because I had a problem communicating. I didn't know how to express my feelings. I would harbor everything. I would hold everything in. And that's not good for nobody. It's not good on so many different levels. So I put it in a book. You know, we go through things as women and we need to be able to be transparent with one another. Like, hey, listen, I've dealt with that. I went through that, but look at me now. You can do it. Like, let's motivate each other. Let's support each other. Let's encourage one another. Let's push each other. Let's back each other. Time out for being jealous of each other. Like, you know, people don't like to talk about that all the time, but that's still a big thing. Like, people won't support you sometimes just because it's you. But why? You know, why not? Like, let's pull the next stuff. If you get ahead, pull the next one up and not question. Like,
I believe in that.
Yeah, like this is like black girl magic.
I love it. I love it. Like, oh my gosh. How can they order? Can they order through Amazon?
Amazon, Barnes and Noble, and my own website, poisenotpoison.com.
Poisenotpoison.com.
Notpoison.com. Perfect. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Look at her. Come on, Shakayl.
Had to put it in the book. And
Shaylin says it's such a great book. Hey, Shaylin, she's gonna be on.
Her book is good too.
Listen, I have both y'all books.
Now we're waiting on yours.
Listen, it's coming, girl. I'm so excited.
Oh, yeah.
I'm so excited, y'all. Listen, y'all all inspired me in so many ways to see individuals that I've really grown with and I've watched evolve and develop over the years. Like, just to see it at the forefront. I'm like, I literally ran into one of our classmates, y'all, and then we're gonna finish. But I ran into him. I was at the turkey drive and he ran up to me and I literally almost started crying because I see so many of our black men that graduated with us from Dillard and they are not doing well.
Yeah.
And to see that he was just, his skill was so clear and everything. He's like, I live in Brazil. And I was like, what? Okay. Where did I say on the map?
Traveling.
Listen, he's doing well. And I never forget when I was in school, he would say his name verbatim. He has 4 names. And I remember all 4 of them, y'all. I'm not going to say it because it's recorded. But I literally said it to him and he died. He's like, Ashley, you remember that? I said, listen, I don't forget nothing. Like,
Well, yeah.
I said, I knew that you was gonna be a star, and you are just that. And he's doing so well. So yeah, I gotta have him. I'm gonna have him on one time.
Glowing.
His skin was glowing. He's doing so well. So when I see people that we've literally grown with, I'm like just in awe, and I'm so thankful that God has kept us in so many ways. I want you guys to shout out your church. I want you to drop everything you need to drop for our people to follow you guys.
Okay. Well, our church name is Miracle Baptized Holiness Church. The address is 1361
Northwest 29th Avenue, Fort Lauderdale, Florida, 33311.
Yes.
Yeah. So our Facebook is our names.
Our Sunday services start at 11 a.m. If you want to make Sunday school, listen, Sunday school is dope. Sunday school starts at 10 a.m. Tuesday night, we tarry before the Lord. 7 p.m. Wednesday, if you're not working or if you're on your lunch break, we have noonday prayer. The church door is open. You can just go in and pray. It's not a church service. It's just a power hour of prayer.
Wow.
Thursday, we have Bible study, 7 p.m. Come out. I promise you won't regret it.
And our youth department is growing, man.
Touch them young folks.
That's it.
Yeah.
Nobody but God.
You gotta feed them, but they doing their thing. They doing their thing.
Feed my babies, Reggie.
You gotta feed them. You gotta feed them.
That's my passion.
Y'all, Reggie, y'all didn't even touch on the fact that Reggie got these good ribs. Reggie got the lawn service going. Reggie got everything.
Yeah, I'm
cooking Saturday.
on Saturday.
Find up the grill, like you just gonna do the.
I think I'm gonna just do the gizzards.
Okay.
Gizzards and liver. Shout out to my grandma, Betty Lewis. God rest her soul, man.
God rest her soul.
Yes,
BG.
They fried. He is the living legacy of Miss Betty.
Okay.
On 6th Street, who had the most amazing. Listen, y'all, the gizzards are gizzard. Like,
oh, you crazy.
Reg, I've been doing better with my health, like eating wise, so I have to
I'm proud of you, man. But Cheesy, on the real, man,
this was amazing.
I'm very proud of you, Cheesy, man. You always say, we knew each other growing up, but man, Cheesy, you took some major losses, man. Some big losses, bro.
This is how I feel.
Yeah, man. Wow. I mean, from elementary, middle, you just took a lot of losses, hit to hit, man. And I just pray that God continue to strengthen you to give you what you need, so you can keep giving to other people, man. And Storm is you my sister now. I don't know what you look at me there, but we locked in, man. We locked in, so we locked in, man.
Yes, I appreciate y'all. I hope you guys enjoyed, man. Shakayl, my girl.
Thank you for the opportunity.
Listen, thank y'all for saying yes. Every time you guys understand when we have guests, it's like we gotta ask, but everybody always want to say yes. You know what I mean? Because they want to see what we're talking about. You know what I mean? So we're very sticklers about who we bring on. Because we don't want to mess up anything that God's doing for this platform. So that is the biggest thing, right? And we pray for it every time, y'all.
So I'm very proud. Kudos to both of y'all.
Thank you so much. Listen, our next guest is none other than Shakayl White, y'all. She will be on Tuesday, December the 17th. I'm so excited for this one, y'all. It's crazy because I'm literally going to my childhood. Like I kid you not. This is my childhood best friend from elementary.
Yeah, we go back to
Talk about it. So I don't know what God doing. I don't know what this is all about, but I'm so thankful for everyone that is like, yes, actually, yes. And I'm like, okay.
Your gift is for the community.
That's it.
Talk about it.
Because when we make it to millionaire status, I don't want my community talking about as you ain't never put us on. Yes, I did.
Right.
And y'all work together so well.
Yeah. So that's we have Shakayl coming on. She's coming on. But listen again. We appreciate you guys. We value you. We love y'all so much. And we just pray that this message has gotten out to everyone. And we're just gonna keep it going. Keep it going. We're gonna keep it going. Love y'all. We'll see y'all.
Love y'all. Thank you.
Thank y'all.
Bye.
Bye.